Hi, and welcome to another GDC Live Talk event. I'm Kerry Quackenbush. I'm the partner and chief ideation officer here at GDC Marketing and Ideation. And as always, I'm here with my partner, Beth.
Hi, I'm Beth Womack, partner and CEO of GDC Marketing and Ideation.
So I'm very excited for our conversation today because it deals with a topic that's very important to me and very important to our community because it addresses a population that is very important to San Antonio, and that's our veterans. So today we're going to be talking to two organizations about how they are helping this community. And one of them is very, very close to me, which is Project MEND. And the reason it's so close to me is that I actually sit on the board of directors for this organization. And I see the amazing things that they do every single day to make sure that people in our community have access to medical equipment and assistive technology that make things like quality of life and mobility, the things that are so important to them, possible. And they do it in a very simple way. They will take donated medical equipment from the community, they will take it and sanitize it, refurbish it, and then they get it to those people who need it the most. And a lot of times that is our veteran population. And we're also going to be joined by a representative from the Jacqueline Smith Foundation and Charlie's Home for Vets to talk about the efforts they're making to also help our vets in need, especially during these times. So let's start off by introducing our guests. Kathy?
Absolutely. Thanks, Kerry. Appreciate you having us on. Yes, my name is Kathy Valdez, and I'm the CEO for Project MEND. For those of you that maybe don't know, MEND stands for the Medical Equipment Network for Those with Disabilities. I am the CEO, and so I get the opportunity, I've had the opportunity for the past 14 plus years now to lead our organization, and I am absolutely crazy about our mission. I always have been. It's very simple. As Kerry mentioned, we do something simple in that we just take in donations of medical equipment items, and we refurbish those items. We are licensed by the state health department to do that specifically. And they are items like hospital beds and wheelchairs, rolling walkers, all types of walkers actually, shower chairs, etc. And they are mobility items. We refurbish those within our warehouse, and then we get it out to people that don't have a way to get in on their own.
And Jacqueline, tell us a little bit about your organization and your role.
Yes, hi everyone. Jacqueline Smith here, the CEO and founder of the Jacqueline Smith Foundation. We're a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and we assist veterans also. We provide clothing, shoes, hygiene, and food assistance. Normally we provide just clothing, shoes, and hygiene items, but in response to COVID-19, we now provide food assistance also to our veterans. Our mission is to maybe prevent or reduce homelessness in our veteran population. So we offer financial literacy classes, navigation of veteran resource classes, VA homebuyers classes, and we're also preparing to add a mental health component to our military outreach program. So we establish community relationships with community partners to assist the veterans that need us.
Well, thank you both for joining us today. And I know it's COVID times, as I like to call it, COVID times. So how have you had to step up your efforts during this time, and what can we do to help you?
I'll go first.
Sure, Kathy, jump in.
Thank you. So yeah, we've, in the past, one of the main requirements to receive services for us had been requesting a doctor's prescription or a medical professional's order for the medical equipment item that a person needed. Obviously, people during this time can't get out to see a doctor, and with many of the clients that we serve, very often they are seniors, and so they may not have access to telehealth. So what we did was to immediately waive that requirement so that we're able to immediately take those phone calls over the phone, thereby keeping my staff safe as well. And work with our clients over the phone by making sure that we know what it is that they're requesting. As long as we've got those items within our inventory, we're able then to set up deliveries, direct deliveries to the home of the client, and do a curbside drop-off of those items for the individual. That has been a huge change for us, but it's worked out really, really well. We've gotten a huge response from the community out there for meeting their needs, and we've been able to so far meet those needs with the help of the community by receiving donations as well. Again, we've been able to do that safely by doing both pickup and drop off of medical equipment curbside for the client.
That's fabulous. And how about you, Jackie? How have you had to kind of shift and change during COVID?
Well, we just became a boots on the ground organization. We're making house calls. We're delivering the food and groceries. We've established what you call Military Mondays. On Mondays, we allow veterans that can drive to come and meet us at a local HEB, and they're able to get whatever items that they need. There's the food, cleaning products, household products, toilet tissue, and things of that nature. And then we also deliver to those who aren't able to get out. So we've just been making follow-up calls. We've been just actively seeking, we're just pressing to continue to be able to address those veterans that need us the most. We've been practicing the social distancing, so we're able to just call those veterans and let them know that we're on the way. They're expecting us, and then we just kind of drop off, and then we let them pick up their items. We have actually had a couple of individuals who were COVID-19 positive, and so they didn't even come out of their home. We just dropped the groceries off. We let them know that their groceries on their front door. We watched them pick them up, and then we just drove off to make sure that myself and the volunteers were safe also.
Wow, that is fantastic. I'm so impressed with how both of your organizations have adapted so quickly to make sure you're still providing those important services to this population that needs them. But as we all know, we can't do it alone, right? No organization can be out there and serve a population on its own. So partnerships become a very important part of what you do. So Kathy, start off by telling us a little bit about how your partnership with the Jacqueline Smith Foundation has really benefited Project MEND.
Yeah, so we've been really fortunate to work with Jackie. You know, other nonprofits like Jackie's, for example, you know, she says she's boots on the ground. So she becomes a resource. Jackie and her folks become a resource for us, an additional resource for us out in the community, so that when, you know, as soon as that they make contact with individuals that she knows can utilize our services, she is first and foremost on the phone to me, you know, calling or texting and saying, Kathy, we've got somebody that needs your help. She knows exactly what we do, and so we're able to do that in that way. We're able to address the need of that individual right away. Because of that. So Jackie and her group become a big resource to us. Like I said, boots on the ground, that's, you know, you get an immediate request, and we're able to get an immediate reply from Jackie so that we can respond right away. So.
All right, well, thank you, Kathy. And Jacqueline, how about you? How have you used partnerships during this time to really help out?
Well, it's been a great opportunity working with Kathy and her staff at Project MEND. They're just absolutely wonderful. As she said, I love her, and as soon as I get a request, she's the first one that I think of, and she's the first one that I call. I think it's real great. We're really excited. They're doing a great job in the community, and you're able to have several resources between the two of us, and then there's a huge network. So by partnering with community partners, we're able to be a one-stop shop, essentially, for our veterans and those that need us the most. And the beauty is that you get to be able to meet nice, new, wonderful people and figure out what they offer. So together we can all come together to be able to assist. With the Jacqueline Smith Foundation, we have a theme. We say one team, one fight. So everyone is working to assist those that need us. So it's great.
Oh, I love that. I absolutely love that. So what do you see, Jackie, are your greatest needs in the coming months, and what can the community do to help?
Well, the clothing, shoes, and hygiene items, we always place a high emphasis on the hygiene items. Okay. Clothing and shoes, those are big items also, because the veterans, they really need us. And in regards to food, COVID-19 has had a huge impact in the community, not only in our community, but in the world. So we're always actively seeking sponsors, individuals to donate, to be a part of the cause, to be able to help with our mission and what we do with the homeless and the veterans. We're always looking for volunteers to come in. Sometimes volunteers are greater than the donation, because you need a body. You need a body to help with that mission. and then your donors. So like I said, that's always the big thing. And if they have clothes, they can just call us at the Jacqueline Smith Foundation, or you can send us an email. We will meet you, or you can drop the items off.
Okay. And Kathy, for Project MEND, how can we help?
Yeah, so of course every nonprofit needs funding support. That is always top of everyone's mind, I'm sure. But in addition to that, we can't distribute medical equipment that our clients are requesting unless we get that medical equipment donated and submitted to us so that we can take care of the refurbishment and the sanitizing of that equipment and make it ready to be able to get out to our clientele. So, you know, it's a supply and demand all the time. But if you can't keep both of them, you know, level and constantly coming in, it's going to really hurt the clientele that we serve. So we always need help with donations of medical equipment. So we're trying to get that word out constantly. You guys, GDC Marketing is helping us in doing that. So, you know, it's very much appreciated. Every time we get the word out there through media, we see a big surge, you know, of people calling us up and saying, yeah, you know, I've got stuff that I can donate to you. That needs to continue for us, because if we don't have that equipment on hand, then we can't serve the clientele. So we desperately need people's donations of both medical equipment as well as monetary support.
So Jackie, tell us, is there anything that you guys have planned in the future that we could get involved in or that you have coming up?
Absolutely. We have a parade that's coming up on October the 3rd. It's our first annual Charlie Watkins Parade of Honor for Veterans. It is to honor the homeless veterans that are at the GI Forum. The address there is 519 North Medina Street. So we'll come down North Medina Street and we'll go around by Haven for Hope, coming back down by Medina Street so that they can see everyone that's participating. Again, we're looking for the entire city to participate and come together after this COVID-19 thing. So there's a lot of ways that individuals can participate. If you're a nonprofit organization, you can participate for free if you're not selling any items. If you're a for-profit organization, you're able to go to our website, the Jacqueline Smith Foundation, and be able to register to participate. We want everyone to come in. If you have your cars, if you want to march, if you want to bring in your pets, anything that you want to do to honor the veterans, we're welcoming everyone to be able to come in and participate. We're super excited, and so are the homeless veterans. They're super excited.
That sounds great. I think we're all probably ready to get out and do something after this is all done. And Kathy, what about you? Does Project MEND have any events or anything that we can look forward to getting out and doing?
Well, I hope so eventually here. You know, everything is so up in the air with this COVID-19 pandemic, but we are still planning on trying to figure out a way that we can continue our Day in the Life event. It's our signature event that we began last year, but it's still kind of in the planning stages. We're trying to figure out how to do that safely and offer that safely to everyone that wants to participate. But I think more is going to be coming on that as we move along pretty soon here. So I would just say stay tuned. Like I said, we'll announce more as we get closer to September.
That sounds great.
Yeah. Well, thank you for that, Kathy. So if anybody out there has the capacity to help who's watching this, please, we're going to include the links down in the body of this video for you guys to reach out to these organizations and help them out with financial donations if you're able to. But also just think about the supplies that both organizations need. For Project MEND, a lot of the times people have medical equipment that they use because of a surgery in the past, or one of their family members needed it, and they just put it in a closet or they put it in a garage and it's just sitting there and you forget about it. We forget it's even there. So think about it. If you have something sitting around your house, Project MEND will come and get it from you, and they'll get it to the people who need it the most. So that they'll make it safe, make it clean, and get it to the people who most need it. And then for the Jacqueline Smith Foundation, again, all those materials, those clothing, shoes, and so forth, the things you might have the capacity to give could do so much good for our veteran population, the populations these organizations are serving. So thank you both very much for joining us today. I think what I'm most impressed with, again, not just the great mission that you guys both are leading with your organizations, is your ability to adapt to these populations, because as we're all kind of dealing with what the world is and what it's becoming, we always have to remember that someone out there needs help even more, and I think these populations you serve definitely encapsulate that.
Yeah, thank you, ladies. And also thank our viewers and those who are following us right now and asking questions. And please tune in for other episodes. But thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you all.
Thank you.